You don't have to figure it out yourself, because doubt and fear will kill all of this. And a month later, I was getting threats. What did I expect? That's why it worked, because in my being, I was a winner, and that is exactly what I attracted: winning. Hi Kurlies, it's Lana, and I just wanted to offer a bit of motivation for you. I, as you know, am the CEO and founder of Kurly Klips, and throughout this journey, I've been learning so much about myself. But I've been seeking this knowledge, and I've been reading a lot on personal development, and I've been reading a lot on attracting positive and good things to you, attracting things that you want for your life to you. And I was actually flipping through an old journal of mine, and I remember I really started actively into this journey back in January. And so I was reading a lot of books, and I was actually doing what these books suggested to do. And so in my journal back in January, I was writing some of the things that I would like to see in my life, and I was writing them down, and I was following the directions of a lot of these tools. And when I was looking back at it just a couple nights ago, it was really astonishing to see that the vast majority of what I wanted, like those real truths that I wanted, had actually come to fruition. And it was just one of those things where it was exciting, and I felt kind of weird because it's like I hadn't even really fully recognized my blessings, but it was really exciting. And so I just want to share with you, some of the things that I've learned, so that if you're stuck in a rut, or if you're someplace you don't want to be, perhaps this will help lift you out. Because I used to be there. Before Kurly Klips, I was working a pretty much dead-end job in journalism, I will say that. And I was miserable. I was so miserable. And my life had been leading up into this point in my career for years. I mean, in high school, I studied communications and journalism. I did the news in high school. In college, I studied journalism, communications, and international public policy. That was my fallback. And then, when the economy crashed in 2009, when I graduated from school, I even went into a journalism master's program thinking, it was just going to further me along in my dream of landing this awesome journalism job. And despite years and years and years of training and education, years of internships, working for free, busting my tail, all the doors were closed. Every single one of them closed in my face. And I cannot tell you the level of despair I reached. It was ugly, and it was sad. And I don't know if you've worked towards a dream for years and years and years and have it not come to fruition, but it is one of the most sinking feelings that you can ever feel. You feel like a failure. You feel like you're not good enough. You feel like you've wasted your time. You feel stupid. You feel all of these terrible things, and it is so easy to sink into a depression and just stay there. And I did that for a while. However, as I felt like life kept backing me into a corner, there came a time when I had a choice. I could either continue to cower, or I could fight. Just fight for anything. And that's exactly what I did. I know when journalism clearly wasn't working out, I actually got another job offer, and it was in the international public policy space, and I would be doing something with trade, and it was an awesome job. I went through a ton of interviews. It was pretty high profile, and I mean, when they told me that I had gotten it, I was like, yes, journalism didn't work out, but at least my background, at least my backup plan worked, and I was so, so happy. But before they would give me a contract to sign, they said, well, you know, we just have to kind of get past elections, and then once we get past elections, then, you know, we can sort everything out. Fine, you know, I'll wait that like month for elections to go by, a month and a half. Then elections went by, oh, well, we have to wait for X, Y, and Z, and then we can start your security process. Oh, we have to wait for this. Oh, we have to wait for that. 4 months went by, and I had not worked yet. I had not started my job. My journalism contract had been up. So I was just in this point of despair, of just chronic, I mean, I guess 4 months isn't necessarily chronic unemployment yet, but, you know, it was awful. And I was like, what's wrong with me? But I did recognize that choice. And I decided, you know, God just started using the experiences that I was in very strange ways. And when I got my hair messed up by my hairstylist, and you guys already know the story if you follow my channel, but something clicked like a light bulb, and I thought of clip-in extensions for natural textured hair. Nobody else was doing this at the time. And I just had a feeling that this was it. The name Kurly Klips came to me literally within 5 minutes, and everything just started falling into place. But that doesn't mean that the journey was happy from there. No, there was a serious breakdown of my ego. A serious breakdown. Because never in a million years did I think I'd be selling hair online. I had never envisioned that for myself, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not what I had gone to school for. That's not what I had studied for. That's not what I had interned for. That's not what I had put so much work and effort into. It was never my dream. And so I really, and you know what, to be honest, never did I think in a million years I would go on YouTube for the world to see and show people how I put on my hair extensions. I used to be the type that if you were my friend, you know, I would be happy to tell you, you know, what kind of hair extensions I was wearing and what I was doing. But that's something I just kind of kept to friends only. I never thought I would actually get out in front of the world and show people how I put in my hair extensions. Like that was just not me. And so, like, the fact that I had to now do this for my business, when it came to, like, using myself even as a model, that was more of a financial decision. You know, it was more of a, okay, I have this budget to start my business with, and how am I going to stay within the confines of this budget? And that part of that was just using myself as a model. And so I just never thought I would be doing it, and there was some embarrassment at first. But again, I go back to the point, I had a choice. I could either choose to cower, or I could choose to fight for my life, fight for my present, fight for my future. And I chose to fight and scrap and crawl my way out of that depression, out of a feeling of nobody wants to give me a job, just out of unemployment. And that is exactly what I did. And my friends were all in the triple digits, and your girl had 30, and I was like, it is what it is. I started kind of doing some of the suggestions that the book made. But you know, the next game started, and who won? Who won with triple digits? And you're like, well, what happened?